Have you ever noticed that some people live very healthy lifestyles yet still get sick, while others seem to thrive into their 90s or even hundreds just by making a few small habit changes? You might think, I shower every day. What's there to worry about? But the truth is, there are 5 areas on the body that most of us are neglecting. John, a 67-year-old living in Oregon, has always taken pride in his balanced lifestyle. He eats well, goes for morning walks, and maintains a daily routine. Yet during a routine health check, his doctor discovered severe inflammation under his arms, caused by years of bacterial buildup. The issue is, not everyone truly understands how their body speaks to them each day. Seemingly harmless areas can become hidden breeding grounds for millions of bacteria, potentially leading to skin conditions, infections, and even affecting your overall immune system. If you truly want to live a longer, healthier life, proper hygiene, starting with these 5 danger zones that are often overlooked, is your first step. In today's video, I'll show you how to identify 5 areas of your body that need daily cleaning, along with simple, safe, and effective tips for taking care of them. If this is a topic you care about, hit the like button, share this video with someone you love, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on more helpful content. And if you've ever had any embarrassing experiences related to personal hygiene, feel free to share in the comments. Your story might just help someone else avoid the same mistake. Now let's dive in. What are the 5 areas of your body that must be cleaned every day to live healthier and longer? You brush your teeth every day, but do you forget about your tongue? We often think brushing and rinsing are enough to keep our breath fresh, but the tongue, one of the most vital organs in the mouth, is home to over 700 types of bacteria, many of which are responsible for bad breath, tooth decay, and even linked to heart disease and stroke if left unchecked. Imagine this. No matter how thoroughly you brush your teeth, if your tongue is still coated with a thick layer of bacteria, all your efforts may go to waste. That's why so many people maintain good oral hygiene but still struggle with bad breath and don't know why. In the oral cavity, the tongue doesn't just help you taste or speak. It's a biological surface constantly exposed to food, drinks, airborne bacteria, and even microbes from your own digestive system. It's both an entry and exit point for countless substances. If not cleaned properly, it becomes an ideal environment for harmful bacteria to thrive. Sounds concerning? Here's the good news. Cleaning your tongue is simple, gentle, and effective, with a small tool called a tongue scraper. This tool has been a staple of ancient Indian wellness practices and is gaining popularity around the world. It's easy to do. After brushing your teeth, use a tongue scraper or a soft bristled toothbrush to gently scrape your tongue from the back to the front. Do this 3 to 4 times a day, or at least once every morning. And don't forget to clean your scraper thoroughly after each use to prevent bacteria from returning to your mouth. If you've never tried this before, give it a shot. You'll be amazed by the amount of whitish residue that comes off after just a few strokes. Your breath will be fresher, and your mouth will feel significantly cleaner. The benefits of tongue cleaning go far beyond fresh breath. Research has shown that oral bacteria, when not kept under control, can enter the bloodstream, triggering systemic inflammation and increasing the risk of cardiovascular diseases, endocarditis, and even Alzheimer's. Proper tongue hygiene is a powerful, yet often overlooked, preventative measure. Change begins with the smallest actions. Adding just 30 seconds a day to clean your tongue requires little effort, yet it can help you live a healthier, longer life and feel more confident in your interactions. This is the first step on your journey to smarter body care, because true health doesn't lie in grand gestures, but in how much attention you give to the little things that others often ignore. Have you ever thought about how your feet carry the entire weight of your body every single day, with every step, every stretch, every mile? And yet, sadly, our feet are among the most neglected parts of the body when it comes to daily self-care. As we enter middle age and our senior years, our feet do more than just help us stay balanced. They directly affect blood circulation, mobility, and overall quality of life. Especially for those living with diabetes, even a small scratch on the foot can lead to serious infections or even necrosis if not treated properly. In reality, the skin on our feet easily traps sweat, dirt, and bacteria, especially between the toes, where it's often damp and poorly ventilated. This creates the perfect environment for fungi and bacteria to grow, causing blisters, itching, foot odor, and more severe infections. Fortunately, foot care isn't complicated. Just spend a few minutes each day washing your feet thoroughly with mild soap, paying special attention to the heels, between the toes, and around the nails. Then, make sure to dry them completely with a soft towel, especially the often overlooked spaces between the toes. Leaving these areas damp is one of the main causes of athlete's foot. In addition to hygiene, you should regularly check your feet, at least once a week. Watch for signs like skin discoloration, pain, itching, numbness, or swelling. For older adults or those with diabetes, this is especially important, since peripheral nerves may be less responsive, and many people don't notice when their feet are injured. One small but highly effective habit is soaking your feet in warm water for 10 to 15 minutes each evening. You can add a bit of Epsom salt or lavender essential oil to help relax the muscles and soften the skin. Not only does this improve blood circulation, but it also brings a sense of calm and lightness before bedtime, helping you sleep better. Especially during dry winters or humid summers, apply a thin layer of moisturizer or natural oils, like coconut oil or shea butter, to keep the skin on your feet soft and prevent cracking. A small action that can make a big difference in how you feel each day. Taking care of your feet is a way of honoring your body, starting with the parts that seem smallest. Because your feet don't just keep you standing, they carry you through your entire life. If you truly value your health, don't overlook the importance of foot hygiene. It's not just a practical routine. It's a message to your body that says, I care about you. Have you ever rushed through washing your underarms just to slap on some deodorant before heading out the door? The armpits are often seen as nothing more than a trouble zone for body odor, but in reality, they're home to a dense network of lymph nodes playing a vital role in detoxification, immune regulation, and the body's inflammatory response. It's a small patch of skin with a big responsibility, and one that is often treated carelessly. The underarm area is constantly warm, moist, and enclosed, creating the perfect environment for bacteria, yeast, and dirt to accumulate. When combined with sweat and deodorants that contain alcohol or strong fragrances, the skin can become irritated, clogged, and prone to breakouts, folliculitis, or even infections if not properly cared for. Here's what matters most. Your underarms don't just need to be cleaned, they need to be treated gently. Instead of scrubbing harshly or using heavily scented soaps, opt for a soft washcloth and a mild, fragrance-free, alcohol-free cleanser. This helps preserve the skin's natural protective barrier and prevents disruption of the microbiome, one of the key reasons why armpits can become inflamed or develop rashes. After washing, Be sure to dry the area thoroughly, especially before applying any deodorant. Applying deodorant to damp skin reduces its effectiveness and can trap moisture, leading to clogged pores and discomfort. For adults over middle age, when hormone levels fluctuate, sweat glands behave unpredictably, and the skin becomes more delicate, proper underarm care becomes even more crucial. Persistent irritation or inflammation in this area can cause discomfort during movement and may even disrupt your sleep. You can also try a gentle underarm detox once or twice a week. Apply a paste made from bentonite clay and apple cider vinegar to your underarms for 5 to 10 minutes. This natural method helps draw out toxins, soothe inflamed skin, and rebalance the beneficial bacteria living on the skin's surface. Remember, your armpits are not just sweat zones. They are gateways to the lymphatic system, an essential part of keeping your body clean from the inside out. A small act, just a few minutes a day, but it contributes to your long-term wellness. When you care for your underarms properly, your body responds in the most subtle yet powerful way, with a daily sense of ease, freshness, and quiet confidence. Have you ever taken a deep breath and wondered just how much air you filter every single day? It's astonishing to realize that our nose filters around 10,000 liters of air daily, along with millions of dust particles, pollen grains, bacteria, and microscopic pollutants. And yet very few of us truly care for our noses, regularly or properly. For older adults living in cities, where the air is constantly polluted by car emissions, fine dust, and airborne allergens, neglecting nasal hygiene can lead to a wide range of health issues, including chronic congestion, sinusitis, respiratory allergies, and even a reduced sense of smell. This last symptom is now recognized as an early warning sign of conditions like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's disease. Moreover, during dry winter months or when heating systems are used constantly, the nasal lining can easily become cracked and dry, allowing bacteria and viruses to penetrate more deeply into the body. Daily nasal care doesn't just help you breathe easier. It's also one of the most effective ways to protect your respiratory health. The good news? You can do it easily, right at home. Start by rinsing your nose with saline solution at least once or twice a day. You can use a neti pot, a traditional Ayurvedic tool now widely adopted across the US, pouring a gentle stream of saline into one nostril so it flows out the other, helps flush out dust, mucus, and allergens, clearing the nasal passage and relieving sinus pressure. If you're not comfortable using a neti pot, simple saline sprays or steam inhalation are also great alternatives. These methods clean and hydrate the nasal lining effectively. Especially during cold and flu season, this habit can relieve congestion and prevent upper respiratory infections. After cleansing, apply a thin layer of natural oil, such as coconut oil, sesame oil, or aloe vera gel, inside the nostrils using a clean cotton swab, particularly when the weather is dry or if you spend long hours in air-conditioned or heated environments. This moisture barrier helps prevent dryness and cracking, which are prime entry points for viruses. One more important tip: avoid picking your nose with your fingers or using sharp objects, as the nasal lining is delicate and easily damaged. If you need deeper cleaning, use a soft tissue or sanitized nasal tool with care. Your nose is the first line of defense for your respiratory system. When you take care of it properly, you breathe more deeply, sleep more soundly, and reduce your risk of allergies and colds. Small things that make a big difference in your daily quality of life. Nasal care isn't complicated, but through such simple daily habits, You're investing in long-term wellness, natural immunity, and clarity in every breath you take. When was the last time you cleaned your belly button? While we routinely care for areas like our face, hands, or underarms, the belly button, located right at the center of our body, is often completely overlooked, even though it's one of the areas most prone to collecting dirt, sweat, and bacteria. The navel has a deep recessed structure with tiny folds, creating a dead zone that soap and water can't easily reach unless it's cleaned deliberately. As a result, bacteria, fungi, dead skin cells, and even lint from clothing can accumulate day by day, often without you realizing it. A study from the University of North Carolina found that the human navel can harbor over 2,300 species of microorganisms, many of which aren't found anywhere else on the body. If left uncleaned, the belly button can become a breeding ground for odor-causing bacteria, skin infections, or even cysts if sweat and grime build up deep in the soft tissue. What's more concerning is that the belly button rarely shows clear symptoms until you start noticing mild pain, an unusual odor, or dampness discharge in the area. For middle-aged and older adults, the natural decline in skin elasticity and moisture makes it even harder for this area to self-clean, increasing the risk of infection. But don't worry, proper belly button care is simple. All you need is a soft cloth or clean cotton swab dipped in warm water mixed with mild, fragrance-free, alcohol-free soap. Gently wipe the inside of the navel in circular motions, avoiding hard scrubbing or poking, which can damage delicate tissue. Then dry the area thoroughly with a clean towel. Avoid leaving it moist, as dampness is the best friend of bacteria and fungi. If you have a deep-set navel or tend to sweat a lot, clean it 2 to 3 times a week. If you're less active or have dry skin, once a week is enough. But make it a regular part of your body care routine so it doesn't get overlooked. Importantly, avoid using alcohol, hydrogen peroxide, or harsh antiseptics, as these can dry out and irritate the sensitive navel skin, especially for older adults with thin or fragile skin. You can also apply a thin layer of natural oil, like coconut oil or tea tree oil afterward. These offer gentle antibacterial protection and help retain moisture. It's a tip many Americans use to keep the navel clean, soft, and odor-free. Cleaning your belly button regularly doesn't just prevent bacteria buildup, it also gives you a refreshing, all-over clean feeling after every shower. It's a small habit that makes a big difference in how you feel, both physically and mentally. Your belly button is the center of your body, once the literal lifeline that connected you to your mother in the womb. Caring for it properly is more than hygiene. It's a gesture of respect toward your body, from the inside out. Now, you know all 5 essential body areas that need daily or regular cleaning, not just to stay hygienic, but to live healthier, feel more confident, and naturally extend your longevity. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. You might not have realized just how much risk can hide in seemingly harmless parts of the body, like the tongue, feet, underarms, nose, or navel, until today. We've just taken a short journey, but one full of value. Through simple hygiene habits, you've learned how to care for your body more intentionally, starting with the smallest, most often overlooked details. And it's this kind of steady, mindful change that holds the real key to long-term health. So, what did you take away from today's video? Which part of your body will you start with? Feel free to share your honest thoughts in the comments below. Your small insights could be a big lesson for someone else. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to hit like, share it with your loved ones, or forward the video, so we can spread these healthy habits together, one step at a time. And if you'd like to keep walking this path of proactive self-care with me, make sure to subscribe to the channel, follow, or save this podcast. There's so much more inspiring content waiting for you ahead. It's never too late to live healthier, cleaner, and more confidently. All it takes is the decision to start today.